Everybody, check out our recent appearance just barely tonight on Touchdowns and Tangents. We've got the link there on LSUODYSSEY.com. We'll try and make sure that link is as widely available as possible. We are a little loud on the microphone. Sadly, we had to do the show on the run. We could not get around it. But the show was amazing. Like, it was so much fun with AP. AP is such a badass. Going to be doing more shows with him. But I am a little loud on the microphone. My apologies on that. But it's nothing that just a few little clicks on the volume can't solve. But check that out. Check that show out. We just uploaded it on LSUODYSSEY.com, and subscribe to Touchdowns and Tangents, AP's channel. He's a great dude, great new podcaster who's up and coming here. But I loved the time I had with him on that show. I wanted to do a video where I talk about how bad that Super Bowl was. The Super Bowl, Seahawks win 29-13, was it? 29-13, something like that. And they were completely dominant. The Patriots were absolutely awful. Seahawks kicked field goals for like the whole first half. Then the second half was some more field goals, a touchdown, some signs of life, a touchdown from the Patriots. And then right when you thought the Patriots could actually make a game of it, horrible interception by Drake May. Horrible defensive touchdown allowed where ball is strip sacked out of him, and the guy picks it in the air, runs it back for a touchdown. Seahawks, a boring ass team, win the Super Bowl. Sam Darnold, I'm glad for him, a guy who wasn't successful at 4 different teams. Kind of a bust. And then he goes to Seattle and wins the Super Bowl. I'm happy for him. Okay, I'm happy for Anthony Bradford, LSU Tiger. I'm trying to think of any other LSU Tigers that are on that roster. If I'm forgetting any, I apologize, but congrats to all of them. But I was definitely rooting for the Patriots with Kayshawn, with Will, with Caleb on. Definitely rooting for them, and they had nothing. They showed nothing. They barely threw Kayshawn Boutte the ball. Drake May, his passes were more like punts, just throwing it up in the air. The Super Bowl was damn near unwatchable. The commercials just reminded you of how dystopian our reality is and how weird and just bizarre our world is becoming. That Goodwill Dunkin' Donuts commercial, oh, good God. So I just wanted to kind of point out, of course, the Bad Bunny halftime show, ridiculous. Not a fan of that, of the music, not a fan of the the guy didn't even want to say ice out when he said ice out on the Golden Globes. It looked like he someone was like, you better say it. I'm not trying to get political. I just think the whole thing is kind of a sham. But I just wanted to also really underline the fact that the product of football itself is really dying in the NFL. Like, the NFL product, I don't know about you. There was some really good playoff games. There was some really good regular season games. But the product overall is dying, in my opinion. There's just the flags that are thrown are just inexcusable. The games go on forever. The way the rules are slanted towards the offense, but then if there's a bad offensive game, it becomes this piss-poor contest like you just saw in the Super Bowl. And there's so many things Roger Goodell does that fails to maximize the actual sport. And when you compare it, NFL to college football is so much more of a high-octane, in-your-face, really fun sport that allows you to kind of participate in it. The NFL feels like this alien kind of thing sometimes. And I guess my point of all of this is to say I don't want to see college football turn more into the NFL, because if this is what college football will be ultimately become, I don't want that to happen. I don't want any part of that. We have to preserve college football and what it is, because the NFL is just not what it used to be. My main thing is I want to follow all of the LSU guys, people that I absolutely love as well, who maybe didn't go to LSU or maybe did but transferred. Guys like Jack Besh, what he's doing at the Raiders, I'm going to follow every second of his career, obviously. These type of guys, that's really my main investment in the NFL, and I want to see the game improve, and I want to see the game get back to the physical, interesting game it used to be. But now it's kind of a bloated, boring product, and it's a shame. And the Super Bowl, that when we were growing up, so many of the Super Bowls were just so good. The Patriots Seahawks version in like 2015 or 2014. Now this rematch, the complete opposite of that game. Although I will say this, the Patriots Seahawks, that Super Bowl, was actually a pretty bad Super Bowl until like late in the game. So, context is everything. Point is, the NFL is becoming so sanitized, predictable, borderline rigged at times, just bizarre decisions by these referees, really deciding and kind of setting the tempo of games. You're not allowing teams to just dictate the flow of a game, which happens so much more in college football. And the product is just not, it's just all for money. And I just don't want to see college football become so for money and so all about money that it turns into what the NFL has sadly become right now.